So thank you very much for your participation in Havdalah. And I promised there would be something else that I would share as part of this welcoming to a new energy and a new beginning of the week. And what I would like to share with you about is a project that I have been working on for the last 6.5 years, maybe more, that's very dear to my heart. Um, On October 9th, 2019, as some of you will already know, along with the Halle community and fellow visitors, I was inside the Halle synagogue on Yom Kippur when a deranged man with anti-Semitic, racist, misogynist, and xenophobic motives started shooting. The following year, as the anniversary of this incident came upon us, some of us had the idea to create this project that I'm speaking about, which is the Festival of Resilience. And the Festival of Resilience, the idea was an event series that allowed us to commemorate this terrible incident on our own terms, away from the media, away from the lawyers who capitalized on it for press in the courtroom, away from politicians who had their own agenda, especially with survivors. We wanted to take this anniversary and allow ourselves as Jewish people, as Jewish survivors, to remember in the Jewish way, which I'll make a little bit of humor for a moment, but the standard line that we always say is, they tried to kill us, they failed, let's eat, which is the focus of so many Jewish holidays that we have. It wasn't exactly that, but in this context, we didn't want to just remember in the form of a demonstration or a rally or any kind of these Gedenkveranstaltungen that are typically seen in Germany. We wanted to have a celebration of life. And so, since 2020, we have been creating this festival as a combination of a celebration of life with this aspect of remembering. I should also say that by the time the first anniversary came around in October 2020, as many of you in Germany will know, there was a second horrible racist and xenophobic attack in Hanau. That was in February 2020. So we basically could not imagine having our first anniversary without actually including those survivors as well, or the people who had lost loved ones in Hanau, because it was the same vicious ideology that led to that tragedy as led to ours. And so the Festival of Resilience was born as this Jewish contribution to the field of memory work, but it had this very strong emphasis on solidarity. And the central event, the Ceremony of Resilience, was something extremely meaningful because of this. It brought together memory, testimony, art, music, storytelling, all in the framework of this solidarity, of sharing our experience with others who had gone through the same, who may not be Jewish, and in most cases weren't, but who shared this same experience and so should be a part of this. So for the last 6 years, my organization, Hillel Deutschland, which is an organization that works with Jewish young adults and students all over Germany, has proudly run the ceremony. And we've been very privileged that for the last 3 years, we have benefited from generous funding from the Bundeskanzleramt in Germany to make this happen. This year, unfortunately, Hillel has had some shrinking resources. Our survivors who are Jewish, who have been working on this, have expressed desire for a change. And so we understood that at Hillel, even though we are extremely proud of the work that we have done on this festival, our organization wasn't the one to continue running it because it wouldn't have had the same impact. Now, fortunately, we are incredibly lucky that we have colleagues who believe that this sort of work should continue, that remembrance is equally as important when it comes to the past as it is to contemporary instances of anti-Semitism and racism. And it is you. These incredible colleagues are you at Widen the Circle. You have seen the festival. We have had many conversations with Joel, with Brian, with more of you to try and understand, could this Festival of Resilience continue in a context where there are people who are really experts on what it means to remember and to remember in solidarity and to create an experience of memory that can be given to broader civil society, especially in Germany. And in fact, Widen the Circle and its incredible network of memory practitioners have this expertise and have decided to take on the Festival of Resilience beginning this year in 2026. I am very, very grateful to all of you, to Joel, to Brian, to everyone at Widen the Circle for being willing to take on this project. I am grateful for everyone in the network who, as far as I know, will be invited to learn more about the project in the coming months and understand what opportunities there may be to shape it. We understand that, of course, in Widen the Circle, it will have a little bit of a different flavor, but I believe that when you put together minds like this with people who have already made commitments to make memory work a part of your lives, that it will have the right kind of expertise to continue. And I look forward to continuing to be in partnership with the project and with Widen the Circle as time goes on. So thank you for allowing me to share this new energy with all of you. It's all in the spirit of Havdalah, as it were. And I'm very excited to see what is coming up ahead for all of us. So thank you very much. I'll pass it back to our host.